Welcome to Northwest Cycling Club News. I'm Brent. We've been gone for a long time now. For those of you who don't know, we used to do a monthly news video in the before times. Basically, we started this right before the pandemic started, continued it on during the pandemic, thought it was important that we continue to see each other and have some shared experiences. But there wasn't really any group riding going on, there wasn't any racing going on. And so eventually we ran out of ideas, ran out of information, and ran out of motivation. We're back. This July episode is our first one in a long time. So why are we doing the news again? Well, the good thing is that we are going to be doing group riding as a club again. Racing has already started to return. Group rides and events have returned, and now the club is officially opening up group riding again, and that's what we want to tell you all about in this video. We're not really going to cram this full of entertainment or information this time. Some of the other people who work on the news with me, my wife Lainey, and for those of you who don't know, you'll see River, who is really the star of all these news episodes, in some future content. But for this time, we just kind of want to bring you up to speed on what's coming up, what's going on, and what is available for those of you in the club and those of you who are just interested in being around the club. And we've had two rides going on during this time over the last month or two. The Saturday coffee ride, which you're seeing some footage from. The coffee ride happens every Saturday at 7:30 a.m. in Tomball. It's a socially paced ride, meaning it's slow enough that everybody can keep up. The other ride that's been ongoing, if you don't know, is the monthly mountain bike ride, led by Michelle Casper, Troy Ottmer, and David Harmon. And I'm going to actually let Michelle, our mountain bike coordinator, talk to you a little bit about that, because one of the things we've been a little bit negligent about on this channel is covering non-road riding, and our club isn't just a bunch of road riders, and our videos and our news hasn't really reflected that. So I can promise you that we're actually going to do some stuff out on the single track and with the mountain bikers and the gravel riders and everyone else later on this year. We're not just going to be doing news content about the road riders. But here, let me have Michelle tell you a little bit about her ride.
Hi, I'm Michelle Casper, and I'm leading the monthly mountain bike ride for Northwest Cycling Club. This ride is once a month on a Sunday. It's for all levels of riders. You don't need to be a racer. Bring out your mountain bike and we'll try some new beginner-friendly trails. It's a great way to stay in the shade during the summer. And we'll divide up into groups based on the distance you want to go, the speed you want to ride, your ability level, and we really hope you can come and check this out. This ride's going to try a variety of trails around the Houston area. We go north of Houston in Sam Houston National Forest. We'll go to the Cypress area, Cypress Woods, even down in Sugar Land. So every month we'll try out a new trail system. Each system that I'm choosing is pretty beginner friendly, and if there's not really any technical features or drops or anything that difficult, and if there is something, there's always a bypass to go around it. So we're starting out with things that are really friendly for you for some of your first single track mountain bike experience. If you'd like more information, or got any questions, just reach out, let me know, and I really hope to see you soon. If you'd like to find out more information, you can join one of our monthly club meetings. You can check the Northwest website or our Facebook members page.
Okay, so that ride goes on once a month. The coffee ride is every Saturday. You can find those on the website calendar. That's nwcc.bike, and just go to events. The other big thing is our grand opening, our return to riding, is happening on Monday the 5th with our first VP ride in a very, very long time. And so to tell you a little bit more about that, here is our VP, David Harmon.
Hi there, NWCC members. It's your friendly neighborhood vice president, letting you know about the next stage of our opening back up for group riding. The next big event is going to be on July the 5th, and that's going to be the return of the VP ride, which is a long-standing NWCC tradition. The vice president will plan routes out of places we don't typically ride, doing things we don't typically do. This next upcoming ride on the 5th is intended to be a social ride, so everybody can come out. And this ride really is intended for everybody who can ride a bike with the club. It's going to be likely paced at around 14 to 16 miles an hour, but it will be a no-drop group. So we will make sure that you're able to stay with us. The total ride will be about 23 miles or slightly less, and we're going to be riding out of a newer brewery in Jersey Village called Senate Avenue Brewing. It's a really fantastic route. One thing to note about it is that we are going to be on some faster, more populated roads. So if you are uncomfortable riding those routes, this is going to be a great way for you to learn to become more comfortable on public roads with a big group of riders. It should be a heck of a good time with great beer, great food, and great socializing afterwards. We're really focusing on that social aspect here. We'll have more rides coming up later for faster, longer rides and routes. But this one is to make sure everyone comes back, we can all reconnect, and get ready to move our club into a more active stage. Thank you so much for hopefully coming out on the 5th.
Thank you for that, David. That's great information. So Monday, July 5th, we're doing that VP ride to kick off our return to riding. But what does that mean, our return to riding? Is it just a one-off VP ride and then the coffee and mountain bike ride? Nope. Glad you asked. Or I asked. Someone asked. We're going back to Zuby. We've been asked that relentlessly over the last few months. And yes, Northwest Cycling will be at Zuby again on Saturday. We'll be rolling out at 7:30 with 3 different groups. You'll be able to find that information on the website calendar also. We will have a no-drop group, which will be beginner friendly. That one will be approximately 20 miles. We will have a approximately 15 to 17 mile an hour average group, an intermediate group. We'll do the standard 43-ish mile Zuby route, and we'll also have a 17 to 19 mile an hour approximately group that will do that same approximate 43 miles every week. Also, we have a Sunday White Oak Bayou Trail ride that will get onto the calendar as soon as they resolve the construction down there. They're working on the route and trying to figure out how they're going to manage that with the construction. That will be once a month. That'll be on our regular calendar. And those are all rides that have already been approved by the club's board. And guess what? There's actually more than that going on too. We actually had a ride leader orientation meeting where we took all of the volunteers from the club who have stepped up to lead these rides to make this reopening possible. Went through a meet and greet and some orientation and some skills and expectations and policy stuff with all of them. We're going to continue to build the Ride Leader program, but some of the rides that haven't yet made it onto the calendar because they're still seeking additional volunteer help, they're going to be posting those on the Northwest Cycling Club activities page on Facebook. And you're going to see rides there like the Hump Day ride, like the old TGIF Friday ride. You're going to see Sunday Zuby rides there. I believe there's going to be a Thursday evening Spring Creek Greenway ride. There's going to be, Troy Ottmer is putting together what I'm just going to call Sunday adventure rides. So there are going to be other rides that are eventually going to make it onto our, oh, and there's even a ride down out of Bike Medicine for those of you on the southwestern side. You know, we are the Northwest, so we go all the way down to west, you know, the Katy area and below. And there's not a lot been on offer for people down there. Bike Medicine will be offering a ride there, so check out the Facebook page for that. And eventually, as they get more club volunteers to help them lead those rides, to step up, those will become officially on the website calendar rides, official club rides too, but those are still opportunities that we encourage all of our members to participate in as they build out and recruit for those rides. For right now, just remember, Monday, July 5th is the VP ride from Senate Avenue Brewing. We hope to see many of you, if not all of you there. And then the following weekend, beginning Saturday the 10th, we're going to start our return to Zuby. We have the coffee ride, we have the monthly mountain bike ride, we'll have the White Oak ride, and then there's a whole plethora of other rides coming up on multiple days of the week where you can participate in Northwest Cycling Club. Until then, grab a helmet, grab your bike, and get riding.